Hi, Rebecca Beasley here, and Rebecca Barron from Cruise Planners Seas World Travel. We wanted to give you our review of the Carnival Mardi Gras. It is day 7. We're disembarking in the morning, and so I wanted to just talk about what we thought about the ship. We also are going to talk about it in comparison to cruises we've done this year. I've done the Royal Independence of the Seas. Becca's also done that ship, as well as the MSC Meraviglia. So we're just going to talk about the layout of the ship, not a comparison of cruise lines or anything else, just what we thought about the layout. So the Carnival Mardi Gras, I liked it very much. I liked it because it was spacious. Now I realize that's relative. It has over 6,000 people. It's a bigger ship. The Independence of the Sea is more than 4,000 people range. But for me, I like the layout of the ship. Now you do a lot of walking because it's huge, but I found it very spacious. I found it spacious around the pool areas. I had no problem finding lounge chairs. They have so many different areas of the ship that you can go to. You want to hang out at deck 8 with those restaurants and bars and patios and that type of thing, or you want to hang out on 7 or on 11, or so there's so many different places. I like that about the ship. I didn't have to wait in lines very much for anything. So the layout of the ship I thought was very positive. I would simply say, get your cabin midship if you don't want to walk miles every day, because we were in the back of the boat and just walked to the completely front. And there's a lot of things in the back of the boat that we go up the elevator and do. But if we wanted to go somewhere at the front of the boat, it is a long hike.
Yeah, I actually at some point in this video will be posted too, made a video of me walking from bow to stern, and it took me over 3.5 minutes to walk it, and I was power walking it. So it's a really long ship. Now, I personally, I like this ship, but I don't love this ship. I have other ships that I like more. I felt like it was kind of choppy the way it was designed and stuff. Just to me felt really spread out, instead of, I kind of like more of the ship designs where there's kind of one big area and everything's right there where you can kind of get to all of it. But like Rebecca said, the way they did design it, it helped cut down on some lines, because all 6,000 people were not in the same place at once. But crowd, it does make you do a lot of walking the way it's designed.
And also, just real quick, elevators. Elevators is a big issue on a cruise ship, especially embarkation day and debarkation day, and when you're going to ports of calls. But they have 8 elevators in the back, 8 elevators in the middle, 8 elevators up front. And I rarely had to wait long for an elevator. Yes, on the days we're coming back from port, everybody's coming back in. But even then,
same elevator,
it was nowhere near as long as we waited on the Independence. So I just felt like the layout worked well. I didn't see a lot of parts of the ship because it is so big and there's so many different areas that we were day 3 or 4 before we discovered the area on deck 8.
Yeah.
So we were hanging out on deck 17 and 16. But so there's a lot on the ship, but I personally liked it better than the Independence as far as layout. I'm only talking about layout.
Yeah, now I personally liked, and remember, we're only talking about the ship, not the cruise line, but I personally like the Meraviglia better. Meraviglia Mardi Gras are very close to the same size. Meraviglia is just a teeny little bit smaller, but I liked the layout of Meraviglia better. But that's just me. I liked everything kind of in one central location versus needing to go all the way up here for this, and then all the way down here for this, and all the way to the front of the ship for this, and all the way to the back of the ship for this. And I just like that one big, long, open area where everything is.
Well, you're right. I mean, it did get annoying that you have to go so many, like she said, up to here for this and this, but it did cut down on crowds. It did cut down on lines. It did cut down on crowds. And so you could just choose whatever area you wanted to hang out to that afternoon, that evening, whatever it might be, and it just wasn't so overcrowded. I mean, all of these ships we've been on this year have been sold out, so we're not talking about partial capacity. All of these have been at full capacity.
Yeah, and I guess just to give a comparison too of the 3 ships, all 3 of mine, and Rebecca and I had sailed Independence at 2 different times. Yeah. But every time it was at full capacity, and the Meraviglia holds around 5,500 passengers, I believe. and Independence of the Seas is in the 4,000 and something
4,200
range,
or something, yeah.
and then Carnival's Mardi Gras holds around 6,500. So they're all pretty similar. In Independence is definitely the smallest, but they're still all three large ships.
So that's what we thought of the ship, and we'll have more videos to come about what we thought about the dining, about the excursions, or the ports of calls, about the entertainment, the casinos, other things on the ship. So look for our other videos if you want to find out more about the ship and what we thought about it. Thank you.